they come back 3-4. Hesmer back up underneath into the lead. Hesmer and Meyer with quite a show up front. Doug Wolfgang now running sixth. The advantage. Gary Lee Meyer closing the gap once again in the Jimmy Rogers Trucking 11X. Wolfgang trying to work around the 56C of Gerald Cressman. Lap traffic for your leaders. Working 1 and 2. Lap traffic. Brooks still running third. Haynes in fourth. Wolfgang, Cressman, Breezy, and Pinniger. David Hesmer, the Country Kitchen number 11, working the high side. The middle, back to the top. Mike Brooks starting to narrow the gap ever so slowly. And that Cummins Great Plains in 14. Doug Wolfgang now running fourth. Hesmer still your leader. Gary Lee Meyer. Mike Brooks. And Wolfgang. Working under the scoreboard and off turn number 4. Brooks closing on Meyer. The 11X and the N14. Wolfgang, the 1M. Larry Pinniger also working hard in the 11L. Mike Brooks working his way in. Lap traffic slowing down Hesmer. Wolfgang is fourth. Haynes fifth. Pinniger running sixth. Your leader, Hesmer. Gary Lee Meyer running second, getting it sideways. Gary Lee Meyer loops it. Green flag racing once again. Here comes Doug Wolfgang. Doug Wolfgang with the charge, now running second. Hesmer, Wolfgang, Brooks. Here comes Larry Pinniger working through the lap traffic. Larry Pinniger down on the bottom side in the 11L. Your leader, the 11 of Hesmer. Hesmer extending that advantage. Wolfgang, Brooks, and Pinniger, your top 4. Wolfgang off the throttle. second, Pinniger and Haynes, your top four. Whoa! Breezy off the throttle. Hesmer barely working his way through. Hesmer once again setting the pace on the restart. Keep an eye on Brooks and Pinniger as they try to work their way through the three lap cars directly ahead of them. Hesmer, here comes Mike Brooks, here comes Larry Pinniger. Working Hesmer into turn number one. Mike Brooks trying to reel him in. Pinniger working in third. From the tail back to fifth for the 11X. Gary Lee Meyer, Hesmer, Brooks, Pinniger slowing, white flag on this circuit, white flag, Hesmer. Back to third. Haynes.
Well, they're taking the car into the victory circle. He's got his helmet off. We can't do the interview from down front. United Express Lines, ASCS 360 Midwest champion out of Marshalltown, Iowa, David Hesmer. Our 360 B main winner, Doug Wolfgang. Our 360 C main winner, Tim Deaver. And our 360 D main winner, Chris Tice.
It feels great. Just, you know, you guys are up here talking to me, but the crew won this race, and, you know, anybody could have piloted this car. This Gertie Gambler just ran great, and can't thank all our sponsors enough. I mean, it feels great. The team just did a wonderful job. We kind of guessed on the setup, but you know, we won a lot of features here, and maybe it wasn't quite such a guess, but the whole team just did a damn good job, and just very proud of them.
Gary Lee was pretty tough out there, wasn't he?
Gary Lee'd be tough anywhere we go. I talked to him just before the feature, and I said, Gary, you know, if we came to your backyard, I'm sure I wouldn't set quick time. I'm sure it'd be you or whatever, but this is our backyard. I'm from Marshalltown, Iowa. This is Knoxville, Iowa. And Iowa ought to win this thing, and just proud for the state of Iowa's got Knoxville Raceway here, and you know, I just can't thank my crew enough.
What did you think when he got around you?
I knew the only way he was going to get it done is to do a slide job, and I was pretty confident the way we had the car set up that, you know, if somebody did that to me, I thought I could turn back off the cushion and try to run back by him. That's just what was going to happen, but the yellow came out and I got my spot back, and I kind of thought if I could get a run going, you know, if I could get 2 laps under my belt, I thought I could get away from him and take that slide job away, but every time there's a restart, you got to take that in consideration, and you know, you got to have 2 plans out there. You got to do what you think is best, but if something else happens, you got to have plan B, and we had plan B, and plan B was going to work too.